Gio Lopez incoming. The Tar Heels just landed QB1.
This is Tyler Hansbrough, and you're listening to Locked On Tar Heels.
You are Locked On Tar Heels, your daily podcast on the UNC Tar Heels. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hey there, what's up? It's Friday, April 18th, 2025. Welcome into the Locked On Tar Heels podcast, the only daily North Carolina show out there. I'm your host, Isaac Schade. You're joining me at the place to get your Tar Heels content every single day. It's all part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Thanks so much for making us your first listen or watch to get your day going the right way. Special shout out to all the everydayers here, all the members of the Locked On Tar Heels Discord, and our great group of insiders. Oh, it's our guy, Da'Norris Searcy, in the house today. Great stuff. Searcy, if you're not familiar with him, former Carolina safety, 8-year veteran of the NFL. Is that right? 8 years, Searcy? How many years was it in total?
8 years.
Yeah.
Rude.
That's our guy hanging out here with us. It's great stuff. Hey, we're having a football show today because it's been a crazy, crazy week. Gio Lopez commits to Carolina yesterday. We'll talk about that news because, Ryan Browne was out the door before he could have even unpacked his bags. Spring format and how that looked like. We'll look ahead to Bill Belichick's first fall camp and what to expect from that. And we got our weekend whip around. We already had some action yesterday, man. That women's lacrosse team just keeps on rolling like the juggernaut they are. We've also got another episode going on today with Coach Rob and I giving out grades to the basketball roster movement so far this offseason. Make sure you check that out as well. All right, sirs, let's get right into this transfer portal craziness, man. It's bonkers. Man. Good to see you in the bucket hat today. Titans got that first pick going on, and that's great stuff, man. Okay, Ryan Browne.
Absolutely.
Ryan Browne commits to Carolina back in the winter from Purdue.
Right.
Gets done with his first spring and is right out the door as soon as that portal opened on Wednesday. Dude, it is crazy. Gio Lopez, Carolina yesterday from South Alabama. What do you make of this whole quarterback carousel?
I mean, like you said, man, it's insane. Then, like you just mentioned coming on the show, like Gio Lopez QB1. We thought Ryan was coming in the wintertime, but now, like you said before, he even unpacked his bags good. He's back in the portal. So, I mean, it's what you deal with these days with the NIL and people looking for play time and looking to make the most out of their experience and most out of their abilities. I just hope Gio come in. If he is projected to be that guy, I hope he come in and get the job and take over and be a team leader. It's going to be a little bit tough because he didn't have the spring, but throughout the summer, I'm pretty sure he'll be meeting with coaches and things of that nature, and being able to catch up and get on the right track, get acclimated to his teammates and whatnot. Because right now with spring ball being done, everybody's probably finishing up exams and things and just going through little basic workouts. So they're getting ready for the transition phase. Like you said, the portal's not closed yet, so it's still gonna be some moves made. It may be some more people jump in the portal. Like it's insane. It's insane how it is, but it's like the G League of free agency. You know what I'm saying? Like it is though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, honestly, it's crazy.
Where you want to go? Like who a lot of times who got the most money, who gonna get where I'm gonna play the most, where I'm gonna get the best chance to move on to that next level. So I mean, you got to take it full toll. And Belichick has been good with that because he had to deal with free agency and trades. His tenure in the NFL, he's been able to get back to the playoffs year in after year out with constant roster moves and constant roster changes. So by him doing that on the college level, it's just like the NFL. So that's what basically how I see it. That's with these kids getting money now. It's G League of the NFL instead of all these AAF leagues and USFL, which is good. Kids are getting pretty much a jump on the system format right now in college because it's basically pay for play. So you got to be able to deal with that, man. Like it's a I ain't gonna cuss on here, but it's an ish show.
It's like the radio edit where it's like ish show.
I was trying to figure out how I was gonna word that. It's an ish show. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, absolutely. But to your point, it's like this is why anytime anyone said, I don't know if Bill Belichick can come coach at the college level, I was like, it don't matter because now it's like what he was doing all the time with roster. Like he knows exactly how to handle it. So I was like, no, I don't want to hear. Okay. So Gio Baker comes in from South Alabama last year, passed for 2,559 yards, 18 touchdowns against 5 interceptions, rushed for 7 more touchdowns, 463 yards on the ground. Really good stuff there. But also there's still the presence of Bryce Baker, the incoming freshman, who was able to get in early. He's been in the system and having a bunch of reps. I think he looks good. I think there's some roughness around the edges, but I'm going to like this competition, Searce, between Gio Baker and Bryce Baker and Gio Lopez, and Bryce Baker. Obviously, we're looking for Max Johnson to hopefully get back healthy, add some more depth to that. But what do you make of this quarterback depth and the quarterback room in totality?
Like you said, a lot of competition, but iron sharpens iron, so it's going to bring out the best in all three guys. With Bryce coming in and Lopez transferring in, it's gonna make good for healthy. It's gonna make good for healthy competition as we know it, man. And then that's the main thing. The best players are going to play, and with you having this type of competition, you're gonna get the best out of whoever wants the job. But they're gonna have to learn. You got to whoever's gonna be the most consistent and stay consistent. That's gonna be the one who keeps the job. I mean, guys in the NFL not holding on to their jobs just because they can. They hold on to their jobs because they're consistent and they stay consistent year in, year out, game in and game out. So that's what you guys have to understand, and that's what comes with the responsibility of now you're making that type of money. You know what I'm saying? Like you're getting paid off your performances. So just like professional wise, if your performance slack or you not living up to your end of the bargain, hey, we're done with you. You saw the QB from Tennessee. They didn't care how good he was. He holding out from practice and trying to demand money. Hey, they know that you can leave. Hey, go ahead and leave. I can find somebody else in the portal.
That's right. That's absolutely right, man. So that's crazy.
So I mean, it is what it is, man. But that's the nature. That's the nature of the beast. And I put that with the portal again because. Now I know when we was in college after spring ball, we always had end of spring evaluations one-on-one with our coaches. So you come in, the coach will give you we had like notebooks. We'll go over notes with our coach in the individual meetings, and it show like all your strengths that you did good during the spring, all the stuff you need to improve in. If you a starter, they'd be like to remain a starter, keep improving on these. If you're a backup, it'd be like to become a starter, you need to be trusted in this, and this. Now you factor in they're making money. So I don't know how the conversations are, but I know in NFL they be like you get paid to play now. If you ain't playing good, we're gonna get rid of you. If we feel like you can't hold up your end of the bargain, or we feel like it's better competition out there, like we're gonna take the better competitor over you that we feel that can win. It just turned into a big chess match like it is in the NFL. You want the best alignment and the best guys to match up week in and week out. So I don't really imagine like going to those meetings because you got to hear the stories like Belichick talk crazy to like all-time greats. Not necessarily talk crazy to them, but he set them straight. He wasn't giving nobody a pass. He went like he said Brady. I heard stories of him getting on Randy Moss in meetings. He getting on Grunt. He getting on Julian. He getting on Brady. He getting on Junior Seau. And at the time, Junior Seau was on year 18 at linebacker. He was still getting on him. You know what I'm saying? So it's levels to it. And then but those were grown men. Now I can only imagine what these teenagers these days are feeling like damn, he talking to me like this, but he's being truthful. Like, well, you coming to me asking me, NIL, you want more play time. Here's why you're not getting more play time. Here's why you're not getting more NIL. And some of them can't take it. Some of them can. The ones, so I think the ones who can't, that what contributes to the portal and whatnot. And guys want to go on and play other places. But that's the nature and the reality of what we're dealing with now in college football. Like, if you want to be paid like a professional, you're going to get talked to like a professional. Yeah. Like, I seen the one interview where it's kind of off topic, but the one coach doing March Madness like blamed the player. He put it on the player. So
Rick Pitino. It was probably Rick Pitino with RJ Lewis after he benched him for a while. Yeah.
Right. So they was like, you can't attack him like that. Why not? He's a paid player now. Now back in the day, yes, you protect the student athlete because they just student athletes. You know what I'm saying? Like this that with the football coach of Oklahoma State got on the reporter like, you come at me, you don't come at him. That's a student. You come at me, I'm a man. Flip it now,
That's
that
right.
student is getting paid like a professional. And in the professional world, when you don't perform good or you do bad, you criticize for it. Like the
Right.
media criticize for it. The coach will come on. The coach will come on TV like he has to play better. He can't make those type of mistakes and things like that. Like because you're getting paid now, so they have to accept that. Like yeah, you're still 18, 19 years old and you want to get paid. Okay, you want to get paid. This what comes with it. We're paying,
Show up, do it. That's
so
right. That's
you
right.
gotta
Man.
show up. We're not just giving away free anything no more. Like you know what I'm saying? Like because
Yeah.
y'all demanded to be paid.
That's
Okay,
right.
so we're gonna treat you like professional. So that's how I look at it.
And those grown men you were talking about, they knew how to handle it. They knew how to respect it. And they're like, thank you, Coach Belichick. Now I can go do this and get better at my craft and make us a better football team. Some of the college guys
Absolutely.
might know, but some of them might not know how to handle it. That epidermis ain't very thick, sirs. And then they out the door going somewhere else. So that's what we're looking at with all of this. So great insight there. Great behind the scenes. That's what I love that you bring to all this is you've lived that and you've been through it all. Now, look, we got to flip from the offensive side and we got to go talk about your side of the football because Carolina lost a big time defender to the transfer portal in Beau Atkinson. We got to get to a break, but that's where we're headed. And we're going to look at the format of spring practice, do all that when we get back. Coming up in just a second. Right after I tell you about Amazon Fire TV. Yes, look at this hat they sent along, man. That's great stuff. My hair is so crazy, not as much as Cersei's great locks, but still, it doesn't fit me that great. But I love Amazon and I love this hat. Look, did you know that your Amazon Fire TV is also an Xbox? You can turn any TV into your gaming and entertainment hub with Fire TV Stick 4K devices. No console required. Just grab your paired controller, subscribe or sign into Xbox Game Pass Ultimate with EA Play included, and you're ready to play. Dive into hundreds of premium titles from EA Sports College Football 25 to Call of Duty Black Ops 6 and Avowed as easily as you stream your favorite shows. It's gaming made simple, and it's all on your Fire TV. Play high-quality Xbox games at a fraction of the cost of a console. Maybe you've already got a console, though. No problem. A Fire TV Stick 4K device is more affordable and easier to travel with, allowing you to take your or your kids' games wherever you plug in. Maybe you don't really care about gaming all that much. Like, I'm not much of a gamer. Well, great news. The Amazon Fire TV Stick is the perfect go-to for all your family's entertainment. I have one on literally every TV in my house because I love it so much. The platform is easy to use. It's easy to navigate. It's customizable. It's great, and I love it. So head over to Amazon.com/Fire TV Locked On to get started. Xbox Game Pass Plus Ultimate subscription and compatible controller required. It's available on select devices, including Fire TV Stick 4K 2nd Gen, Fire TV Stick 4K Max 1st and 2nd Gen, and Fire TV Cube 3rd Gen. Go check it all out. Amazon Fire TV. Oh boy, Circe. Let's flip back to the other hat. Let's get the crazy hair going. I need a Gilligan bucket hat like you're rocking today. Sir. Tuesday night, the before the portal even officially opened on Wednesday, Beau Atkinson announced his intention to enter the transfer portal this week. He's been talking to Georgia and Ohio State. Dude, this to me is a massive blow for Carolina's defense in the first year of the Belichick regime. What? Just talk to us here about Beau Atkinson and what makes him so special and what you see with this.
Oh man, this hurt me. I remember Beau definitely was one of my favorite players on the team for sure, man. So that hurt me here. He was planning on entering the portal, and then when he finally declared that he was, I was like, well, we lost a good one because the past previous years he's been productive. First, it started with him just getting in a rep here, a rep there, but the more consistency he showed, his play time increases. He ended up taking snaps from Dez Evans. You know what I'm saying? So because he kept showing that he was consistent, and then past couple of seasons he put up sack numbers. The stretch where we lost came in Rucker last year until he came back. Beau was everywhere. I remember one game he had like 3 sacks in one game, and I think it was in like the first half. So he's shown that consistency. So I mean, he's doing what's best for him. I hate to see him go, but I wish him and I wish all these guys the best of luck. At the end of the day, you only can do what's best for you at the end. With him saying that he's interested in Georgia and Ohio State, I can see him going more to Ohio State because he's built. He's got that type of movement like Joey and Nick Bosa. And they both coming from Ohio State. I believe like if they're his favorite players, I would think he'll go to Ohio State to get coached by that same coach. Because like I mentioned to you in the past, that was part of the reason why I wanted to come to North Carolina. I love Ed Reed and Sean Taylor as my favorite safeties. And then knowing Butch coached and recruited Ed Reed, he only recruited Sean Taylor because he left for the NFL before Sean Taylor got there. But knowing he coached and recruited those guys, man, that was part of the reason I went to North Carolina, because I was transitioning from linebacker to safety, so I knew he had insight on coaching two of the best. So if anything, that's why I believe he'll go. I mean, he's a Raleigh guy, so if he go to Athens, it's probably like 4.5 hour drive.
Yeah,
But now with them getting NIL, I'll go anywhere because I can pay for my parents to come.
That's right. I'll fly you to Columbus every weekend. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. So that puts it on the table.
Yeah. So to your point on that, I was looking while you were talking. It's just been confirmed like half an hour ago that Atkinson is going to visit Ohio State on Monday, which is a big area of need for the Buckeyes. And so I'm with you, man. I wouldn't be shocked at all if that's where he ends up landing. A big blow. Hopefully Carolina can find some guys in the portal to replace him. One other portal position question. This actually comes from Graham Hooker in the chat. And Graham says, What's up, Isaac? Fellow Milligan baseball alum. Let's go. That's my alma mater, Milligan University. Love that. Fun anecdote. I played baseball for one semester of college, and then I was like, I got to focus on ministry stuff. So Graham, you have done infinitely more as a Carolina baseball player than I ever did. I actually switched. I don't know if I've told you this. I ended up playing tennis most of my career at Milligan. So that's my what I actually did more of. But Graham, way to go. Glad you're here. And he says, do y'all think we will pursue a running back one, or will they focus their funds and attention on defensive line and offensive tackle this spring portal season? So, Searcy, as you look at that, obviously you got Bullet Gost coming back. You got some other guys in the mix there, but there are critical needs here because it wasn't just Beau Atkinson on the line. There's been a couple other depth pieces on the defensive line that are out. And offensive tackle and the whole offensive line, man, you got to protect Gio coming in now. And so as you look at that, RB1, do you pursue stuff there, or do you try to really funnel it to both lines?
I try to funnel it to both lines. As you can see, half the 80% of the teams in the college football playoff had massive D lines and offensive lines, so they could protect the quarterback and put pressure on the quarterback. So that's where focus is. Like you said, we lost Zach Rice off the offensive line, so that's a replacement need. We're losing Joel Starlins on the D line. We're losing like Bo on the D line. We're losing Malachi on the D line. So yeah, we gotta revamp those lines. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you can control the front, you can control the game. So and like I said,
and you or I could run through that hole, right? Like if you can clear the
right, absolutely. No, you're right. Like going back to the college football playoffs, if you watch closely at all those teams who got in the college football playoffs, they was like big up front. Like so, they was able to apply pressure, or they was able to protect the quarterback. So you're gonna need that because skilled people come a mile a day. But if you don't have the people to protect them, you're not gonna be able to get the ball to the skilled guys, or you ain't gonna be able to stop anybody if you can't apply pressure on the quarterback. So that's why I honestly believe the main focus is because if the offensive line, like you said, the offensive line good, you and I can run through them holes. But if the offensive line is not, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a long day, so you got to be able to match up. So I believe that's where the focus should be.
Yeah, that's a great question, Graham. Love that. Thank you for submitting it. All right, Searcy, you got to witness a different version of Carolina spring practice, and where things looked a good bit different, which you kind of expect. And so would you give us a little insight into what you saw and experienced at a Bill Belichick spring practice and maybe how that compares to a Mac Browne spring practice from what we've seen lately?
I start off in college first. So with Mac, it was more so based off. It was like 22 and 22. Like so, he had like Any of the 22 could be a starter. Any of the 22 could start on offense and defense. So he would constantly rotate them in and out, so make sure guys get reps. Because with the NIL, you're trying to keep guys happy, you're trying to keep guys involved and keep guys interested in staying on the team. Because once they're there, you still got to be able to recruit them to stay there. Otherwise, they're gonna leave. So a lot of it was based off that. Wasn't that many special teams periods. A lot of mainly like offensive defense and 7-on-7s and things of that nature. But when I got to when I was there, we had it under the format of kind of like Belichick was with the NFL layout. Like predicate on special teams because special teams could win and lose you games. It was a lot of red zone practices. We did a lot of inside run and 9-on-9s because you got to be able to move the ball and be aggressive up front. So, and that's what I saw when I went to a couple of spring practices. Like, and it was the only difference is that Belichick did the no numbers on the jerseys. So we still had our numbers on our jerseys when I was in Carolina. So, but and in the NFL, but he's always done that. Even when he was with New England, like when you first come in there for like OTAs and mini camp, there's no jersey. Everybody's blank. Now you may get your number once training camp start because now you got to figure out who is who and be able to like set your roster and things of that nature. So I like it. It's like there's no name. It forces coaches to learn players' names, learn more about the players because you can't just call out a number. You got to really like know who you're talking to. It brings guys together on the team. It shows that we're all the same. Nobody's better than anybody because nobody. We all part of the logo. There's no number. Well, number 11's over there. He's just chilling today. Like no, everybody's out there doing what they need to do. So I like it. It raises a level of competition because you're there to work. And make no bones about it. You're there to work. And then again, you're getting paid to play now. So I love the format. I was just walking around looking. It put me back in the NFL mindset, seeing how the practice run.
And that's interesting, because Lombardi, the GM, has talked so much about how, like, basically we want to be the 33rd NFL team. And so you got to do things that act like an NFL team. And I think this is a good way to start showing that. And yes, I know there's a lot of like, oh, crap, look at all these dudes out the door in the portal. But it's like, if you can't handle this, get out the kitchen and let's get guys that can. And even if it might be a lesser talented player, a lower ranked player that was like a 2-star instead of a 5-star. If I got dudes that can compete and live up to what I expect as Coach Belichick, then we can go to war. Is that an accurate way to look at it?
Absolutely. I'll take the 2-star over the 5-star. Who's ever the most consistent, because he's seen it. Tom Brady came as a 6th-round pick and did what he did. So you know what I'm saying? So you don't see first rounders go out there and be a bust. And then with, like you said, with them converting and want North Carolina to be the 33rd NFL team, that's great because guys who will have that chance to go on to that next level will already have a more understanding of the game, understanding of the business side and how it works. But it all come down to the mentality and the mind of who can handle it and who can't. And he's gonna find out. Belichick is definitely gonna find out who who's willing to do their job and who's committed to the team and the team's success and who's more so there for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because if the team is successful, everybody will be successful in the end. So that's the main goal. So that's how I see it.
All right. So that's a look back a little bit at spring and how that might have been formatted differently than what we've seen. Obviously, no spring game. There was practice like a pro. That was great stuff. But now the next big thing that we look ahead to is the Hoodies' first ever fall camp in Chapel Hill. What's that going to look like? What should we expect? And the weekend whip around, we let you know all the great stuff going on in Carolina athletics. All of that coming up here in just a second. Starts getting a tune going while we're in the break. Okay, so we just look back at spring practice, spring camp, a little bit different, a good format there to really help set the culture and the tone of what we're doing. But now, sirs, we want to turn our attention and just a little bit of a look ahead to the fall. Obviously, we're going to get there soon. We'll see what's going on. But in terms of your expectations for Bill Belichick's first camp at North Carolina, heading into that season, Carolina right now, 2.5-point favorite over TCU at FanDuel. Great stuff there. But, man, that's going to be here before any of us know it. What do you expect for the first fall camp?
First off, what I'm looking forward to seeing is Belichick gonna wear that hoodie because he's out of North now. He's down in North Carolina, so it's a little bit hotter. Them summers gonna be a little bit hotter than it was in New England. So I wonder if he's gonna wear that hoodie. That's what I'm interested to see first. But I believe he's gonna keep the same format. But he's probably with camp going, it's gonna be focused more so on seasonal things. See, like spring, you getting to know the players. You're implementing like what you want to run as far as scheme wise for offense and defenses. Now with camp, you're putting it together. So I know in the NFL we've been known to rep a lot of red zone because you got to be able to score once you're down there. You rep a lot of like third downs because for offense you got to stay on the field on third downs. You know, pick up that first down to keep the chains moving. Defense, you got to work on getting the offense off the field, getting the ball back to your offense. So it's going to be more so NFL based, getting ready. The only difference is it's not going to be a preseason game to test it all out. They're just going to be testing it out in scrimmages against each other and things of that nature. More emphasis will be put on special teams as well because now we're getting ready to get in season mode. So you got to figure out who can you trust in those important roles because those are little snippets and details within the game that can win you a game and lose you a game. And that's one thing I know for sure. New England was always ready for any situation that came up in the game, which was crazy to me. Like every time we played them, anything that came up in the game, like, and not just playing against them, watching them play against other teams because it was always on TV. They was able to handle damn near any situation that they was put in. You know what I'm saying? And that just the way Belichick prepared them and made them respect the game and the details that goes into the game and knowing what to do. So that's going to be heavily implemented because again, those be the little things that you don't see. Like people see the big plays and all that. You may see a fumble or whatnot, but it's certain situations in the game that you need to know how to react, and you need to know what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? That could determine the outcome. So that's why I feel it's gonna be more predicated to getting ready for the season.
Man, I'm really interested to see how that goes. Really interested to hear what we get out of it. And man, it's going to set the tone for this first season, you know, and that's man, it's going to be interesting to see. Now, sirs, we were just talking about that defensive line. Cameron Chestnut said in real time here, did y'all see that the Maryland defensive line guy just committed to Carolina? So this was, we were seeing this news pop. I think it was yesterday. We were hearing that there was some good interest. This is Levon Johnson, who is 6'2", 330.
Okay,
Sir, so
he was interested. Okay, so
he was interested. Okay. Literally, as we've been recording, he just committed to Carolina. Okay. That news just popped. So there we go. We're talking about committing to the lines. There we go. So Cam, thank you for making sure we had seen that in real time here. Really appreciate that. All right, sirs. Obviously, we're gonna have a lot more football conversation as this summer goes along, as we're getting ready for things. As always, thank you so much for all your insight into that. Let's look at our weekend whip around a little bit to know what else is going on in Carolina athletics this weekend. Baseball is up in Blacksburg at Virginia Tech. They're looking for their 5th straight series win. They swept Wake Forest last weekend. You love to see that. Yes. 2 different run rules. And so that was good. Tonight, the series starts at 6, 3 p.m. tomorrow, 1 p.m. on Sunday. So make sure to check all that out. Softball, hosting State. They beat them 2-1 yesterday. They play again tonight at 5 and on Saturday at 1. Women's tennis is in the ACC quarterfinals today in about right at 2 hours from now against Stanford. We expect them to roll through that, and we'll see how that goes. Men's tennis beat Boston College in the ACC tournament first round, 4-0 on Wednesday, but then they lost to Clemson yesterday, 2-4. Sirs, let's talk about a wagon. Women's lacrosse. Went to Durham, North Carolina yesterday, beat number 10 Duke 18-6. They are now, as they end the regular season, 15-0, 9-0 in ACC play. They're number 1 in the nation. 9 of their 15 wins are over ranked opponents, including beating number 1, 3, 4, 5, 9, and 10. So that's 6 top 10 wins. They've also beaten 14, 18, and 20. So that's 9 top 20 wins. They've outscored their opponents 265-92 and have scored at least 12 in every game. That is almost the definition of just it's insane. That is ultimate domination. So we look ahead to the ACC tournament this week. quarterfinals, they will take on Virginia Tech. Always a good day to be able to beat Duke in anything. Way to go, ladies.
Absolutely.
Man, good
Anytime
stuff.
we beat Duke is good.
Ha. Men's lacrosse, 9-2, 2-0 in ACC play. They take on Notre Dame at home tomorrow, Saturday at noon. That's on ESPNU. Women's golf, they're in the midst of the ACC championships going on right now, so that's great stuff. There's so much always good happening in Carolina athletics. It's great to be part of a university that just is so good at so many sports. Great stuff there. Sirs, brother, appreciate you. Thankful for you. Got that, again, that Titans bucket hat on. We got the NFL draft coming up soon. Sirs, make a quick prediction here for who the Titans are taking with that pick.
Cam Ward.
Okay. Okay. Why do you think they go Cam Ward out the gate?
They need a quarterback. And right now he's projected as the best one. So you got to get him while you can, man.
Okay.
Plus, I want to see. Question. Plus, I'm a little biased because I know Cam Ward. So
that's right.
I want to see my dog do good. Yeah.
That's great. Now, one other NFL draft prediction: how will Omarion be gone in round 1?
He better. I mean, I don't see no only running back I see that they put in front of him is a boy from Boise.
Ashton Genty, yeah.
Yeah, it's teams in the first round that need a running back, so he better.
He just seems like the consummate professional to me, dude. Like he's just like, exactly. I just want to win. That's all I care about, you know.
That's it. And he's productive, and in the NFL, you need them tough yards. He's one of those guys that can get those tough yards for you. So absolutely, he better. I'd be shocked if he don't go in the first round.
That's right. Same. I feel exactly the same with that, man. You guys, great stuff. Great to be with Sirs again. Thank you so much, brother. Appreciate you, all your insight. Can't wait to keep chatting this offseason. And once we get into the fall, it's going to be crazy. I can't wait to see it. As a reminder, we also have a basketball show out today where we're giving grades to Carolina's offseason roster moves and what they've done. Great stuff there. Coach Bill Robinson joined me for that conversation. All right, y'all. Hope you have a great Easter weekend. For those of you that will be heading off to church to celebrate Jesus and this weekend, man, I just know it's a big part of that faith. And so that'll be good stuff. Man, have a great weekend. Thanks for being here. If you've not subscribed to the show on YouTube, do that right now so that you don't miss a second of Locked On Tar Heels. If you haven't joined the Locked On Tar Heels Discord, we've got over 500 people in there now, and we'd love for you to be part of that community. That link is in the show notes, and it's free to join. If you've not joined the Locked On Tar Heels Insider Program, where you can go deeper with this thing, man, interact with me one-on-one, get insider stuff on draft and transfer portal and all that, and get free access to all my charts and data. That's what you can do as an insider. That link is also in the show notes. You guys, it's always a great day to be a Tar Heel. We'll talk again on Monday, but until then, sirs, you know what it is, man. Tell them.
Peace.